Are you tired of the negative thoughts and behaviors surrounding food? Well, today I'm going to show you how to dive deep into your cravings to ultimately break free from the addiction. We will examine one small aspect of food journaling because there's a lot to it. So please refer back to my last video where I described the different voids you might be filling with food. The link will be in the description below. Now, I would like to move on with the process of improving your relationship with food. First, we need to know how it all starts. When you get a negative thought, feeling, or other factors such as traumatic experience, low self-esteem, mood swings, social factors, and even compulsive disorder, triggers a response to eat. Once you give in to this behavior of consuming, you receive the reward of fulfilling the void. Your brain still remembers this natural evolutionary pattern or algorithms and triggers you to repeat this gratifying experience, thus temporarily closing the void. You then repeat this reward process: reaction, behavior, reward, repeat. Now I'm going to show you how I managed to gain 200 pounds eating mindlessly. This was and still lingers as my negative default behavior pattern. I want you to notice my thoughts, my actions as I choose to eat this donut. I'm super hungry, hungry hippo. God, I forgot about having these in the house. You gotta be kidding me. 192 calories for one donut? And 35 grams of sugar? Well, at least it's gluten-free and non-GMO. Maybe I'll just serve myself 2 donuts. You know what? Maybe I'll just have 3 and not eat for the rest of the day. Hell, who am I lying? I'll just eat 4 and fast for the rest of the day. I shouldn't be eating this. Why am I doing this? God, I'm such an elephant. Whoops. Well, what's 2 more anyways? I'll just have maybe 1 bite, but that's it. Okay, it's only 1 time, and then I'll start my diet again tomorrow. Okay, after this, I'm just gonna go to the gym and burn all of it. I have a big belly, I'm unattractive. Who cares? I'm just gonna eat this. How interesting was that? Did you see how I was debating and creating stress within myself? There was no self-analysis, nor were there any pauses. I mentioned to you on my last video that the lack of awareness can lead to negative self-talk, but on the other hand, curiosity and mindfulness helps create more positive eating habits and attitudes. So what's the solution, you may ask? Well, we get to examine and analyze our patterns and reactions without judgments and be open to any answers that might rise up during the moment. You do not have to follow my steps, but it will be a great start. You also want to make sure that there are no distractions such as TV, phones, tablets, hard music, loud noises. Also make sure your journal is accessible. I find that if it's in my bag or between my books, I get lazy to pull it out. Maybe if you're not ready to journal, you can meditate and dance. Or you can do it in your mind as a start. We just need to begin questioning. There are 3 main stages in this process. Open with a pause first and ask yourself these curious questions before consuming your food. Am I hydrated? Because it's not uncommon to confuse thirst with hunger. Why am I going to eat it? Is it a comfort food? Is it because it's a habit? Or is it because it's free? The following stage begins if you still choose to eat it. Make sure to take your time during this process and choose slowly because it takes up to 20 minutes for your brain to receive the signal that your stomach is full. When you grab your food and bite it, I want you to put it back down on your plate and explore the tastes, the sensations, and the textures. Ask yourself these following questions. How old do I feel in this present moment? What kind of images are appearing in my mind? Keep repeating any of these questions every time you pick it up and set it back down. When you are done eating it, ask yourself these final questions. What triggered me to pick that food up in the first place? How do I feel physically and emotionally after I ate it? And finally, do I want to repeat this in the future? In conclusion, I would like to repeat that being curious is your way out of this vicious cycle. If you don't find the right answer right away, just keep digging and guessing. There are no wrong answers. You will need to discover your own truth. Start with one meal and choose the time when you are alone and comfortable. Eating mindfully will answer your own questions and break old belief systems. An example of an old belief system that I once had is that I needed to eat everything on my plate because I did not want to waste food. I know what you're thinking. It's not as easy as it sounds, but that is why I'm here. So feel free to message me if you need coaching. I'm going to leave you with the following thoughts. What will happen if I take a pause before eating? If I choose not to, what am I truly running from?